How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. Fucking 4th of July time. Beer time. Who knows if it's infected time. In the form of Bourbon County brand Stout 2015. I reviewed 15 side by side. I think I did 14, 15, and 16 with my buddy Brad back in the day. That might have been the last time I've actually had the 2015. 2015 is notoriously known as the infection year. That's year a bunch of these, more specifically the barley wine, all of it went bad. But this one in particular, there was bad batches of it. So, I had a couple here and there, and that was pretty much it. And I've had, Goose Island a couple times, their Bourbon County brand stuff a couple times here and there, because it's kind of, thing you do in the fall. But today is the 4th of July. I actually posted this today, so happy 4th of July to everybody out there. I was kind of toiling around the house, and I went, it's 4th of July. We're not really doing anything 4th of July like here at the household, so I was like, get some stuff to throw on the grill, but grab maybe a couple of summer chuggers, some Pilsner, some Kolsch. Let's stop at a local bottle shop and just see what they got. There's this one place by me. They have a tap list, or a draft account, a growler station, if you will, and they had these kind of sub 5% jams. I was like, perfect. So what do? I do this. I go in, I was like, oh, Bourbon County, isn't that cute? And I was like, ooh, Bourbon County 2015. That is kind of cute. Because this is pre-pasteurization bottle, so it's going to change quite a bit with time. And I was like, well, I don't know if I want to fucking roll the dice here with a little bit of infection. And I checked the dates on it, and I was like, wait a minute. They had specific dates, I remember. And I look it up, and this is not on the list. This is the 22nd of September, 2015. So you never know. I know some not on that list definitely did go sideways, so there's still the possibility of this being one of the infected bottles, but that's what we do here. We do it for science. What's more American than playing Russian roulette with a shelfie on July 4th? I don't know. Let's dive into it. What does it say in the bottle? It says Bourbon County Brand Stout, 2015. Like I said, September 22nd bottle of 2015. Not even that. Yeah. Intense aromas of charred oak, vanilla, caramel, and smoke. Yeah. Done and done and done. I've still loved the labeling they've done on this. It's still one of my favorite kind of marketing label jobs in the history of mankind, from the tag to the shape. I poop on them taking it out of the 12-ounce bottles. I loved that format. But that aside, my hate for that aside, I love these. So I got a big fatty snifter. Haven't broken this sucker out in a while. Give her an aggressive pour for fun. There we go. We'll get her right about there. Throw that up there and see what's what. So, I mean, listen, she looks like Bourbon County. Big, rich, thick, you know what I mean, beer. Motor oil when it came out. You got that rich, like I like my coffee colored head on it. Pretty tight, compact bubbles. Dissipating, but not dissipating all that quick. This very pretty top. I wish I could show you guys that. It kind of almost looks like a star constellation on the top there. Absolutely pretty stuff. So she looks the part of a stout. Rich mahogany tones kind of floating around in there. So we'll give it a swirl. Legs for days. Blue blocker action, because that's how we roll. Let's get a nose. Man, that doesn't suck. Man, that doesn't suck. That doesn't suck. Listen, I've had barrel-aged beers that were infected that you couldn't detect in the nose, but I'm pretty sure this is a good bottle. And they had several of these on the shelf, so look who's going back to buy some more. It's super aggressive, super impactful, but it's rounded. I mean, sure, there's a little bit of booze on there, 13.7% alcohol by volume, so you're getting a bit of heat on there, but it has a rounded impact, like getting hit with a big softball as opposed to a fucking, small, hardish kind of ball. Yeah, I mean, there's so much rich vanilla, kind of marshmallow, coconut vibes in there. It's absolutely delectable. I mean, sure, you're getting that rich roastiness in there. A nice, rich roasted malt, but it's missing those hard edges. It's just been sanded down to where it's big, it's roasty, it had some bittering to it, but that sharpness is all gone. You're getting a nice sweetness from it. I believe you're getting a heaping helping of chocolate that's marrying really nice with that bourbon. That's kind of giving you that little bit of cherry cordial vibe. And the nose, that's not huge, but it's kind of there. Yeah, I mean, then you start to eke into more of the barrel character. That's where that vanilla and the coconut and marshmallow play. There's a really nice barrel char to it. Again, that's your chocolate working with that also, so you're getting this soft, smoky, definitely smells smoky, nice, rich kind of barrel char to it that is, again, has those sharp edges, kind of shaved. You know, if you've ever kind of eaten a marshmallow that you toasted a little bit too much, i.e. you burnt the shit out of it, or you have something that you caramelized a little bit too much, i.e. you burnt the shit out of it, it can still taste good, but you get that bittering, again, you can get that bittering like with roasted malts, you get that bittering astringency, that like almost acidic thing that char, over char, burntness kind of brings. So you get that barrel char in there, you get that in here, you get that char portion of the show, but it lacks that kind of harsh acidity on the edges and just creates this uber soft portion of the show that's absolutely fucking fantastic. And like I said, it just backs it up with that vanilla marshmallow coconut thing. I mean, it's bourbon, it's stout, it's not all bourbon, a little bit of stout, it's not stout, a little bit of bourbon. There's a good portion of each in there. And that's really important, especially after all this time. And I'm one of the proponents of aging beer, but at the same time, I'm like, don't age barrel-aged stuff all that much. You're talking about, you know, this is September 2015 it went into this bottle. July 4th, 2019. So we're almost at 4 years here, you know. So, yeah, we're just going to dive in, see what she tastes like. Cheers. Happy 4th. That's fucking fantastic. That's an absolutely fantastic beer. That is delicious. Delicious as delicious could be. I mean, she's drinkable too. That's the weird part about it, is I'm sitting here going, where's the heft? Like, I'm almost like, for a half second I got disappointed by its drinkability. I'm like, oh, why isn't it super thick? It's thick, it's dense, it has a huge, nice density to it, but I thought it was going to be a little bit hefty, a little bit too much, but no, it's drinkable. Sure, it might be a tad cold. I think this is right around like 50 degrees. I probably want it more at 55, but I think we're good. It has this almost like porter-like creaminess to it, this fluffy, creamy porter vibe to it. There's not that heavy, dense, overly thick, just roughness to it. The lips are just so sticky, which is delicious, so good when it touches your lips. Yeah, it has that barrel char that I talked about without any of that bitter, acidic kind of astringency going on. That's been cut off. Again, the roasted malt, those kind of edges have been cut off. Marshmallow for days. Marshmallow, not so much coconut. It's more of a marshmallow vanilla thing now in the taste, but that for days. The bourbon is there. You get a little bit of that soft cherry again with the chocolate malts. It's weird because it almost follows exactly to the nose. Not exactly, but very close to the nose in the actual taste. And that's a good thing. The thing that kind of really just takes it up a notch, and the thing you really can't experience when you smell beer, is mouthfeel. And the mouthfeel in this and how it comes off is that super fluffy porter doppelbock kind of vibe. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Listen. AB InBev, Budweiser. Yeah, it is what it is. But, you know, you're talking about a 2015 bottle of beer. When did AB 10 take over? 14? 13? I wonder how long this sat in barrels. This might be pre-AB InBev, this beer. Sure, they put it in the bottles, but this might be pre-AB InBev. And I think this is really where I should do another one of these. I should pick another one of these up and pick up a new bottle and maybe do a side-by-side to see what the differences are. But I really do believe that flash pasteurization they use in the newer ones can temper a lot of that growth that you generally get from a lot of beers. Now, that's kind of where my logic kind of comes into play, thinking, okay, you usually don't want to age barrel-aged beers all that long because they're not going to age as well as bottle-conditioned beers. That's a fact. But flash pasteurization would cure that. It's not going to go sideways or get shitty or whatever. But it's kind of one of those things where, you know, high ceiling, low floor. When you start flash pasteurizing stuff, you take that salient floor and you move it to here. So there's not going to be much growth either way. I mean, oxidation and things like that aside. And I'm willing to take that chance. So as much as AB InBev lost what they lost when this batch, not this one, but the batches came out infected, I understand their process because there's an Excel sheet that shows black and red as far as profits go, and they didn't want to see any more red, so they wanted to see black, so they flash pasteurized. I get that. There's a board people that's what they do. Man, when it's on, it's on. It's kind of sad that you're not going to really see it all that much longer, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, one of the better barrel-aged stouts I've had in quite some time. And the thing that really makes me think, long review I know, is how much beer has changed since this came out. 2015, 4 years. And this is giving me so much rich kind of ice cream vibes. With that vanilla and that marshmallow at play, with that soft cherry and the bourbon and the whiskey and all that stuff. And this is barrel and beer. This is about as close to Core 4 as you can get, as far as it is. And you rarely see that nowadays. You see so many barrel-aged beers, but there's so many adjunct-laden stouts because it's quicker. But you don't see a lot of people just do barrel and beer. I mean, sure, there's people that do it and do it awesome. Firestone Walker, Jackie O's, Russian Duck, those people can crush it. But a lot of people just love throwing shit in beer, and then they love going, okay, what else can we do? Let's throw it in the barrels. And that's the beautiful thing about this beer, and just that kind of concept in general is to let the beer show, but actually let the barrel kind of prop it up and make it something special. And I think this beer does it amazingly well. So what am I saying? I'm saying this is fantastic. I'm saying it's across the board one of the better barrel-aged stouts that I've had in quite some time, and something that I think if you have a couple of these, is worthy of being cracked sooner or later. Because, I mean, is it going to get better? Maybe. Can it get better? I don't fucking know, because this is really fucking good. Like, I'm trying to pinpoint where this is going to get better, and I don't know how. I don't know where I would jack it up and be like, because the mouthfeel's fucking amazing. Where's it going to go from here? The way the bourbon shows, the way the barrel shows, the way the actual beer shows. Drink these. Drink them now. They're fucking fantastic. Anyway, let's cut to the chase. This is one of the better barrel-aged stouts that I've had as of late. Yeah, up there. Rushmore status. Again, we're talking about a barrel and a Core 4 beer. We're not talking about kind of adjunct crazy, this, that, and the other thing. It's up there. Value and availability, I paid $14.99 American for this. That's actually a little bit pricey. We can actually see the Bourbon County beers in general pricey. I can see them usually around $10.99, $13, between, $12, $13. But, for the age, I have no qualms paying that, and I have no qualms going back to where I purchased this and paying that, and leave you with, not brewery only, obviously, and leave you with, if you like what we like this, if you like beer, if you like barrel-aged beer, if you like, I don't know, aged beer, if you like barrel-aged beer, and if you like beer. Go full circle on that one. It's fantastic. It's drinking amazingly, and I think, if you have these, you should crack them. There you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the review. Down there, if you want to talk to me about it, massivebeers@gmail.com. And if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully, you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully, enjoying a little bit of aged beer, barrel or otherwise. Hopefully, see you next time. Happy 4th. Cheers.